share.
Nah, I've written all over that one. I'm do a Lebo.
Sure.
Okay.
Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Detroit Cast, powered by DealsInTheD.com with Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Jay, how are you, my friend? Good morning.
Well, sir. Thank you for having me back.
I would have it no other way. What an exciting day for us, man. Welcome Rude Jude in. Rude Jude, how are you, my friend?
What's up, man? I'm good.
Yeah, welcome home.
It's good to be back.
Yeah?
It really is.
The snow around, really? Leaving
man.
L.A. for the snow?
It's like when rich people ride the bus because it's novel.
Yeah.
It's like I come out here, I'm here for a week. I'm like, oh, it's snow.
you
cute.
know it's temporary.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in, dude. I know you probably have better things to do than hang out and do more radio. But
Man, I'm trying to sell a fucking book, bro. I'm in work mode.
yeah,
I'm in work mode. I don't have anything better to do than this.
dude, you must be selling a lot of books. I saw one. I don't know if it was your Instagram or your Facebook or some shit, but there was pallet full of books that you had to autograph.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Did you sell all those? You move all
Yeah.
those?
So like I got a grudge, man. I got passed on by everybody. So I'm like, I want to just
What do you mean?
Publishers.
Yeah,
Oh,
none
publishers.
of the publishers wanted my book, so now I want to just shove it up their fucking ass.
Yeah, good.
Like, I'm like, yeah, it gave me a little fuel for the fire.
Yeah. Why do you think they passed? Because of the content,
I'm not what they want right now. A white
Yeah.
guy talking about fucking chicks and stuff
and drugs.
and drugs and being poor, and that doesn't really make sense for the national narrative.
Yeah, yeah,
That doesn't go along with white privilege.
Yeah.
That fucking.
Good
They're
point.
like, whoa, hold on, this isn't white privilege, but he's Caucasian.
So if you were
He's a
black,
white male.
you think they would have picked it up if you were black?
Yeah,
Yeah. Really?
fuck yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Or if I was a fucking lesbian chick or anything like, yeah.
Lesbian chick. Yeah. Well,
I guess
it
opposed
is
to a
kind
lesbian dude. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It is kind of a rough time right now to be a straight white male in America.
Indeed.
We're
Yeah.
kind of getting our asses handed to us.
Yeah. And the funny thing is there's 3 of us here, or 4 of us here.
3.5. But
What-
yeah.
what is he, Jewish or some shit?
No.
Because that's white plus. What? It's
No, they call me retarded. That's why.
Yeah,
What
he's
you can't say.
semi-retarded.
But it's like yeah, to say that we've all had the same experience is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's
I know lots of guys who had it really shitty growing up.
it's obtuse. Yeah, it's obtuse to think that way.
Yeah. Pontiac was not the greatest place to grow up.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not. Yeah, it's not the creme de la creme over there.
yeah. Privilege. I don't think privilege when I think of Pontiac, Michigan.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Or fucking Taylor Tuckey.
Ugh,
Or
yeah.
Hazel Romulus.
Romulus.
Or any of these fucking.
Yeah.
or
Southgate.
Redford. Yeah.
Redford. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But like whatever. There's no. Anyway, so that's why they passed on me. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons. Like my last book, like
It sold well, didn't it? Hyena sold well.
It sold well and got optioned by HBO.
Yeah.
And
I know.
And the
Wahlberg
only,
was going to do something. The Entourage guys.
Yeah. And then the only person that wanted me was like some fucking small publisher, which was cool, but the deal that they sent me was so offensive that I wanted to fucking piss on their faces.
Why? What did they send you? Can you talk about it?
The deal was in my and I finally, the last time I did it, I didn't have an agent or anything like that. So finally, I get an agent, and he's sending it out to everybody, and nobody wants the fucking book.
Wow.
And, yeah, like, so last year was like a real ass whooping. Like HBO passed, everyone's passing on my book. I'm fucking Simon and Schuster don't want the fucking thing. They want to get away from me, and it's Christmas time. It's around Christmas time, and he's like, "Well, we got an offer." I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, about time.
And I'm like, well, who is it? And it's like this super small label. And like, that's cool. Like, whatever. And they're like, they'll give you. Now I want y'all to understand what you get per book. Like, when you sell books.
Is it worse than albums?
You get $1.12 a book or some shit like that.
Wow. Yeah.
So they're selling for $15, $16. You get $1 off of that.
Boy.
So, all right. So consider that, and they're like, yo, all right, so we got this one guy that's interested in you. They're out of Brooklyn. I'm like, what do they do? And I look up their shit. I've never heard any of their books. And they're like, they're going to give you...
Hold on. Look, for context, Hillary Clinton got, what, an $8 million advance?
I think so,
For her
yeah.
latest book, which I think sold, I don't know, 1,000 copies. So how many millions of an advance did you get?
They offered me $5,000, and they needed the answer by the end of the week.
Oh, man.
Did you even call him back?
I told the, I was laughing. I'm like, hell no. I was so offended I was laughing.
Yeah.
And my agent hit me up. He's like, oh, okay, so what do you say? And he's like, he's entertaining this shit. I was like, tell them to suck my dick. He's like, what? I was like, tell them to suck my dick.
Yeah. And don't ever call me with an offer like that again.
I'll sign them for $5,000. How's that? I'll sign you for $5,000. I'll make a couple phone calls, go get a package, and flip that and make fucking $5,000.
You know how much
quicker.
money they would have made if you would have been dumb enough to sign for $5,000? They would have made a boatload of money on you.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, if they was dumb enough to offer me that, I don't know if they was going to be able to market my fucking book properly.
Yeah.
So
well,
now,
they would have counted on you to do what you do. Social media,
yeah, they
your
would have
radio
got in my
show.
way.
Probably. Well, it's too bad. It's a great book, man. Jay and I both read it cover to cover, like right away, and
Yeah, we've had
absolutely loved it.
a lot of listeners responding too, saying they dug it too, and it
Thank
also
you, guys. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
for real.
It also made them go back to Hyena too and check that out. So
Yeah.
Hyena's funnier. This one is a
Little darker?
darker, and the writing's tighter.
Yeah. It's called Hummingbird.
Yeah.
And Jude Angelini is the author of it. And you can hear him on the All Out Show on Shade 45, Eminem's channel, 3 to 7 daily.
Yeah.
Great show there. A lot of fun. I listened to a lot of it the last couple days
Just
in
to catch up.
anticipation. Yeah. And we'll get into some of that. But you're doing a lot of these book signings, I notice.
Yeah.
Sounds like some of them are going really well. Are most of them going pretty good?
I'm doing the Trump shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going Trump on these motherfuckers. Like, my I'm third party, by the way.
how so? You're building walls. You're keeping immigrants out. What's that mean?
Yeah.
Putting your name on buildings in gold.
No, I'm fucking going to spots that no one else goes to.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to spots like I'm going to Bakersfield.
Okay, you're not doing Times Square.
I
and
got.
the
Well,
usual-
I went to New York. 30 people showed up. I went to Bakersfield, and it was over double that, and I sold way more books.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, why do I keep trying to get the fucking liberal elite fucking coast to fuck with me when most of my listenership is blue collar?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why am I so thirsty for these fucking dipshits to co-sign me? Like, why am I so, like, I was like, you're a fucking, you're coming off like a bitch, dude. Like, just go to where they want you.
Yeah, they're too cool for the room. You see it at concerts, you see it at sporting events when you got the family and friends section at a Lions game, between the 40 to 40 behind the bench, and those guys will not do the wave. They won't stand up. They won't play along. It's like you got these blue collar guys filling the stadium. They're going fucking bananas. And these guys are sitting on their hands the whole game. You see it in the front rows of concerts now where someone spent $1,000 a ticket and won't fucking put their hands up and scream.
They're not jamming.
Yeah, they're not into it like the super fans are.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're talking about here. It's like they can't be bothered to show up in Times Square.
Look, I'm sure I got some listeners in New York, but I should have went. I should have went to Long Island instead of fancy Brooklyn. As a matter of fact, a gang of motherfuckers had to drive from Long Island.
Really?
Yeah, so I did Louisville, motherfuckers came out. I did Nashville, motherfuckers came out. I did Bakersfield, motherfuckers came out.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
it's a homecoming tonight, so they better come out tonight, and you'll
Yeah.
be
Rochester?
Rochester Hills. Yeah,
And
Barnes
that's
and
why
Noble.
I went to high school in Rochester. So like this, like, I got kicked out of Rochester a gang of times. Like I did my community service in Rochester.
Dude, this has to be a trip because you got a chapter in your book here where you're talking about coming back for your 20-year anniversary and you end up washing windows with your buddy on
Yeah.
Main Street in Rochester.
Yeah, my cousin. Yeah.
Okay, and now you're sitting there doing a book signing in Rochester.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
And yo, then this is the ill shit.
Full circle.
Man. My cousin, he was out there. You know, he fixes computers and stuff like that. Smart dude. But like we've had this window cleaning route for over 20 years. My old man had it. He left to Cali to go be an actor. I took it over. I was doing it with him for a while. I took it over. I left to Cali. My cousin took it over. And you know, it's just one of his hustles. And
Yeah.
like so he's over there washing windows and there was a fucking father and two sons. And straight up pointed at my cousin and said, "If you don't go to school, this is what you're gonna be."
Oh,
So and
what
like,
an asshole.
I know, like my cousin could hear him,
Dog,
dog.
I'm right here, man.
It's like for real, bro. Like, yo, man, like
That's a harsh insult. That's harsh.
yeah. He was like, damn, this should kind of hurt my feelings, and I was like, fuck yeah, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
but yo, you know, your job doesn't define you,
Yeah.
and yo, like you get out there and do that shit. You make decent money, and
Well-
I actually liked washing windows.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you don't ever have to do it again.
I do it when I come home. Usually, just I like spending time with my cousin. Two, I like washing windows.
It's like a sense of accomplishment, right?
Wait a
You
minute,
look at it
dude.
and go,
You're
hey,
a millionaire now.
I'm not a millionaire.
Shit.
Are you kidding me?
Take that back,
That's
Mike.
not what
Take
I've
that
heard.
back.
I've heard millionaire.
Yeah, you went on fucking net worth or celebrity net worth. I wish you would tell I wish you'd tell Sirius I'm a fucking millionaire so they
Dude,
could start
you're
kicking
getting
me up.
$5,000 advances for books and
Yeah,
shit,
straight
man. You're
up
big league.
$5,000.
Big league.
I'm so fucking offended. I want to hit him with a shoe, like when they threw that shoe at Bush.
That
back
was
in the day.
awesome, wasn't it?
I wanna,
Dude, hilarious. Yeah.
Yo, yeah. So look, man.
So honestly you'll come home, hang with your cousin, and actually go and like wash windows at businesses and stuff.
Yeah,
That's great. That's fun.
look, bro. It's like
Then he's like, I gotta go. I gotta do a book signing.
Yeah,
around
I
the
got to do a
corner.
book signing.
no. There's been times I'm like, yeah, I got a jet. I got to go do the radio show.
Man, well, it's Rochester Hills, like we said. Barnes and Noble. You'll be there 7 to 9, and you do readings too, right?
Yeah, I do readings.
Is that tough to go to Barnes and Noble and read to an audience from your book?
I got to tell you, most of the readings I've been doing are in bars, and I did a reading in Chicago, and man, and it was in a goddamn what's it called, in a bookstore. What's it called?
What's that place where they sell books? What do they call that place?
That place that doesn't fuck with me. Oh, bookstores. Yeah. Yeah, it was in a fucking bookstore. And like my people don't buy books. So talk about fucking fish out of water. Everyone's super uncomfortable.
Wait, they weren't talking loudly, were they, in the bookstore?
No, they were as a matter of fact, it was almost like opposite. They were so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was so uncomfortable. It was like the stiffest reading I've ever been to. Like they don't know when to laugh. I'm using words like retard and like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not cool anymore as of the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And
Don't
fuck,
take that from me.
That's Jay's word,
Don't
retard.
take it.
He does not want that taken from him.
don't give it to him. Fuck those
That's
retards.
a hill to die on for him. Retard is a hill to die on for him.
That's my fucking hamburger hill too. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you. Get the fuck out of here, faggot.
I think faggot is your hill to die on.
I think they're all the same. They're trying. Yo, look, they're trying to equivocate.
Sure, I'll take that.
They're trying to make these words equal the N word, and the fact that one person says the N word, and I'm only doing that to prove a point.
Yeah.
And you don't say the R word or the F word, shows you that they're not the fucking same.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even fucking close. So quit trying to throw them all in. It's like
Dude.
the hashtag Me Too's. It's like some girl gets fucking raped, and another girl has a guy being like, "Hey, beautiful," and they both got a hashtag Me Too.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
nah, not the same.
Not
Get
the
the
same.
fuck out of
Dude,
here.
tell Matt Damon he's getting his ass handed to him right now because he said that. He's like, is it safe to say there's a difference between a guy who pats a girl on the bottom during a picture versus someone who gets raped in the woods? and they're
Yeah.
like, "How dare you?" Of
course
There's
there
no
is.
difference.
You
And it's
can't
like,
say it.
Yeah, you can't say it. Well, you can, but you get your ass kicked for it.
Well, you know what? And here's the deal. There's a gang of motherfuckers that feel like Matt Damon.
Oh, of
They're
course.
like, I think majority of the country feels like this motherfucker, and it's just the loud, the shrill, loud people
Yeah.
are, you know, their voices heard. You support rape culture? Like, are you fucking kidding? No, dude. And as a matter of fact, it's like when you have people like, and I'm sure many of us have people that are close to us that have actually been fucking raped.
oh yeah.
So like for some middle class or rich girl that doesn't know how to deal with fucking the world saying that they've been assaulted because they don't like the way someone spoke to them
Yeah.
or they don't like an advance someone made to them,
Yeah.
trying to jump in on that, I'm kind of like, get the fuck out of here, you
Yeah.
spoiled rich bitch.
Who was the one? She's catching some shit too right
Who?
now. The chick that fucked Matt Lauer when she was 24 years old. She was like a assistant producer at the Today Show. She tells Matt, "I'm leaving. I got a job in New York. I'm leaving in a month." And so he's like, "Oh man," he starts flirting with her. And she's like, gonna get some career advice over lunch. She's like, fuck yeah. Takes her to lunch the next day. Back to the office. Fucks her. You know, all consensual.
Right.
He ends up fucking her for a month, and then she goes off to her job. And she's now like, hashtag me too.
Buyer's remorse.
It wasn't rape, and I wasn't assaulted. It was all consensual. But
why are you talking about it?
There was a power differential between his position and mine, and so it made things uneven. And hashtag me too. And I'm like, go fuck yourself, bitch. You're 24 years old, consensually fucking a married man, and
Right.
and now you're gonna come back 10 years later and act like there's a problem here.
Yeah, man. Like look, there needs to be pushback because they're infantilizing women. They're acting
Yeah.
like women. This is kind of this puritanical point of view where like women don't want dick as much as fucking guys. Like they're pretending like chicks don't want to fuck.
Yeah.
And like chicks aren't attracted to power.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck, how are these ugly motherfuckers on speedboats getting bitches? You know what I mean? Like if they don't like fucking power.
Of course, that's
Like
what
it's
it
a
is.
song as old as time, and now it's like now they get to have their cake and eat it too. They get to fucking fuck their way up the ladder, and then fucking 10 years after, you got
Yeah.
revisionist history and be like, oh, it was a power dynamic that I wasn't comfortable with.
Yeah. Well, the fact of the matter is, you and I cannot fuck our way up anything.
You can fuck, dude. Like I know a couple guys have fucked powerful women and
And gotten ahead in life. From
yeah,
it?
yeah, but a lot of
That's
times
such a rarity.
Well, a lot of times they're not into meaningless sex, so they have to actually fucking be their boyfriends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but I've seen some dudes like hop on some hand grenades to fucking further their career, and I'm like, dude, like.
Well,
When I was working
the
at
girls have been doing that forever. You look at any model that's fucked a 90-year-old.
Yeah,
You know, and it's
look-
like that. You know.
look, these are like, and the funny thing is, I've never done that shit. Well, I've fucked some girls to get interviews to interview me about things and stuff.
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, yeah.
We didn't,
Show
we
me
didn't
an
have to fuck him. Did any of you guys fuck
I
him?
didn't fuck.
I didn't fuck
No,
him. Did you
no,
fuck
we
Jude?
got this interview. I just texted you. No one had to fuck anyone.
Thanks. It's not off the table yet.
Yeah.
I haven't
hasn't
left
finished.
yet, guys.
No, it's good to hear someone like you say that fuck that, man. I'm not giving up retard or faggot as words.
No, it's stupid.
It isn't the same thing. It offends me personally when I see people willy-nilly throw around the term racist. Like that should be offensive to anybody that's gone through real racism.
Well, and then also that's slander.
oh yeah.
Like, it's fucking slanderous. You're calling somebody a fucking racist or
Yeah.
a thief or
Dude, that
this-
was the scarlet letter forever. Racist, pedophile, rapist. Those are the three that
That's all
hang
they-
with you forever.
That's all they do. Hey, if you want to know if a white person is racist, are you a minority? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Do they agree with you? Not racist. Do they disagree with you? Fucking
racist. Yeah.
Like that's what it's come down to.
yeah.
now.
It's awful.
Well, what? No, it's not. You know what the thing is like that doesn't work. Like, it's been overused so much. It's almost like
yeah,
when
boy who
you
cried
eat
wolf.
when you fucking eat the pussy and you just go down on the clit so much that it fucking stops working.
Good analogy.
You're fucking. At first it was real sensitive and tender. Now it's like fucking 5 years
Yeah,
into
you
this
Knocked
shit.
it out.
Yeah,
Knock
you
it out.
ruined it.
It's like, oh yeah, he's a racist too. Imagine that. Wow, we're surrounded, and you guys aren't racist. That's impossible.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, that it gets thrown around so much that you're right. It just waters it down, and that's why I think people that actually went through racist stuff and still do would be like, dude, don't just throw that around at everybody, because that shit is real. It exists, and it's tough to deal with, and you just throwing it around at everybody who doesn't agree with you is watering the whole thing down.
Yeah, but there's no checks and balances. Like there's.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, whatever, dude. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What
Yeah.
are you gonna do? Like, you just gotta like, I just do me.
Yeah, well, and that's what we do, like here, and that's what part of the reason I started doing a podcast, because I worked in traditional radio forever, my whole career, and I just saw these massive shows being taken down to their knees over just bullshit. You know, someone files a complaint. Oh, I didn't like this. I was offended by that. It's like, boom, now your morning show's apologizing to their audience. Fuck you.
That's the thing, yo, dude. Like, don't apologize.
That's what I always said.
Fuck you, bro.
Don't
Like,
do it.
Just don't listen to me. If you're not smart enough to
Yeah.
figure out, if you can't figure out words within context, like I don't even call retarded people retards. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know. Like, that was literally the proper term. That was on the side of school buses.
Medical term.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was like on the side of school buses. This
Yeah.
wasn't even an epithet. You know what I mean? Like,
Moron,
yo.
idiot, retard. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Dictionary definitions.
Simpleton. These were where it
Dumb,
started.
Fucking, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't speak. Like, yo,
But it was like, oh, once someone said, oh, it's
lame, another one.
lame. Yeah. It was like, well, we can't use simpleton anymore because people started calling their stupid friend a simpleton. So now it's offensive. So we got to change it to retard. And it's like, well, what do you think's gonna happen?
The point is, they can't get past the point that, like, if you call somebody that is not fucking, that's not slow, that is an insult, and it will always be an insult.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll always be a word for that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like, yo, tell me what the proper word is, and I'll start using that to insult people, and then you'll fucking change that word
Exactly.
Yeah, we still want to insult people. We're going to need words to do so.
again. Yes.
Yeah. My go-to is always like, you could call them pillows. I don't care. Whatever the word is, if you start slinging to that, fucking lazy pillows.
Yeah,
You know,
you
goddamn pillows. Ruining the country.
Spectrum ass motherfucker. You start saying, oh, we can't say spectrum
Don't say
anymore.
spectrum anymore. You're offending everybody.
And then it's like, what? That's not gonna, like, that doesn't change. Like, I get it if you're fucking clowning on them. Like, I'm not for clowning on people that have
actually
disabilities.
retarded, right.
Yeah.
Or that,
Dude.
I'm not like
You're not
let's
a bully.
Yeah, let's get in line and fucking clown on this guy that's got fucking all this shit against him. Like, no, that's not my style. But like, yo,
Yeah, but you're basically saying busting balls is now a problem, because
Yeah.
that's what guys do. Guys fuck with each other. We bust balls. We're gonna punch each other in the dick.
everyone does that. Like, this is
Yeah.
we are fucking savages. Sperm had the sperm had to fucking beat out all these other sperm. All we do is compete. All we do is this weird pecking order shit.
Yeah.
And it's like they're trying to take that away. And
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not
But
going
there's-
to do that.
There's not enough people going, no, fuck you. I'm not going to do that.
You know what? There are, but like, it's like, yo, what are we gonna do? Like, fucking, I'm gonna fight on the internet about this shit.
Yeah.
And I'll take it even one step further. Like, let's say you got someone in your family like that, and we're all talking around. You're like, hey, man, dog, like, it really bums me out if you say retard because I got this, and you ask me, as opposed to tell me.
Yeah.
I will hey, man, all right, my bad. I will try to stay away from that with
Yeah.
you.
I'm not going to be able to do that, but I appreciate what you're saying. I'm still going to use the word,
Try
but
your best.
thank you.
It depends, you know, like, it really depends. Like, I'll be like, okay, all right, you know, like, we're just in this setting for the next 3 hours. Okay, let me see if I can fucking not say that around you
Well,
to totally bum you out.
Yeah, and that's fair. It's nobody likes being told that they are something or how to behave or how to like nobody likes that. We didn't like it when we were kids and our parents did it to us.
No.
We don't like it now as adults. It's
No.
like, hey man, fuck you. But if someone comes to you and goes, hey man, would you do me a favor? We've had interviews. We interviewed Mike Lindell, the guy standing there with a fucking pillow.
My
He's a
pillow.
crackhead for 19 years. Greatest interview ever.
I'm looking for some drugs here. Not, I could care less what you guys have going on between you two.
And
It's got an amazing story.
it's an amazing story. You
Right.
fucking love him. Why?
No, I said right.
Oh yeah. And so, but he's found God, and he's got his fucking cross now, and he's all religious. So when we were setting up the interview, they were like, "Hey man, will you do us a favor and watch the language? We know what kind of show you guys do." And it was like, absolutely. And we did an hour with him and didn't swear. It was just out of respect.
Yeah.
Like, he's given us his time. They asked nicely, and
they showed you respect in the way they
Totally.
asked you, and you give back respect.
Yeah.
And you don't have to fucking. It doesn't change you for fucking ever.
No.
You meet on some common ground, and that's fucking cool.
yeah.
But like,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
but like you just. But what they're doing is they're wielding this PC agenda like a fucking stick to try to. I feel like they're trying to control me.
For sure.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. Deal
Yeah.
with it.
You're so lucky to work because there's only outside of doing a podcast. Jay and I have talked about. There's no fucking way we could do a radio show.
Yeah, but the
no
thing
way.
is I'm even bending to I'm bending to the times. There's certain shit that's
Yeah.
just like I'm not getting raises, so like I don't want to deal with the agita. Like there's just certain shit that I just stay away from now. I'm like, I don't even want to fucking like.
You
it's
mean
just
like
a headache.
topics or like conversations?
Yeah, I
or-
refuse to talk politics.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's,
smart.
No
it's
point.
divisive.
Well,
I refuse to talk race. It's fucking divisive.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own opinion. I'm not gonna fucking be like, what if this?
yeah.
And then
Because-
people that are listening, going, oh, well, he's got
Well,
a point.
no, they're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah, you changed my mind.
No, they're gonna go back to their fucking echo chamber that
Totally.
of social media that's ran on algorithms that finds what you agree with and gives you more of it, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from the All Out show? Anybody who's listening and wants to check you out.
Like I still bring on like I do interesting shit. We had like we had. I like bring like since I got a hood ass show. I like to bring it's the truth. I got a hood. I will put my show. We got the grimiest callers on all of radio.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Bar fucking none. We got
Yeah.
the grimiest fucking callers on all of radio.
And you know what I've over listening the last couple days, what I've picked up on is, dude, you're a white guy. People listening to you for the first time right now who aren't familiar with Rude Jude would automatically assume you're a black guy. But you're a white guy, and you get mad love and respect from your audience. Like, they don't... It's just like they love you. And I look at comments, and that's you can read a lot from comments, too.
Right.
People are just like, fucking wigger, whatever. They'll go and say their thing. Not on your stuff, man. Those people love you. Black community, white community.
Well, look at me, bro.
Yeah.
I look like a fucking square. It's not like I'm not some 40-year-old white dude that that like look, man, I just sound like my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I sound like my neighborhood now, and I guess now that I'm 40 and I haven't lived around there for a long time, I could actively work on losing my accent. But like,
Why?
this is part of me. So like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
And perhaps maybe I'll do that. You know, Mark Wahlberg did that to get better acting roles. You know, like if that's maybe that's something I can look at down the road. But like, yo, dude, I do a fucking radio show, and to me, I just think I sound like me. Like I think I just sound like Jude.
Yeah.
Like when I hear me talking, I'm not like, oh, that's a brother. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's just me.
But you're familiar with that. I mean, you obviously know people.
No,
like,
I had
holy
to-
shit, I had no idea that guy was white.
Back in the day with the dating sites, I would have to literally within these messages. What would happen is I'd be hollering at these girls back and forth via email, and then I would call them up, and they would fucking freak out. And I didn't understand what was going on. Like
Thinking the BBC's coming.
they're like, yeah, they're thinking like they're gonna meet me on a fuck, yeah.
Oh shit.
They're gonna get fucking like kidnapped and then put in a
Blown
Motel
out.
6 and have to fucking turn tricks to get free or some shit like that. Like they thought they're getting catfished by a black man.
Yeah.
And I had to literally be like, by the way, I sound urban. That's the nice way
Yeah,
to sound
right.
black. To say black nowadays, they're like, I sound urban on the phone, just so you know. So don't be alarmed.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed.
And then chicks started dating me, like, but
Yeah.
like I it happened like 5 times in a row. I'm like, why don't they like me? You know,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they think I'm fucking black.
Really? Did you just put that together? Just like, that's got to be it.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, people been saying on the air, like, damn, you're white. And also there's a certain, I grew up with a distrust of police and shit like that. That is a non-Caucasian thing for many groups of Caucasian. I'm sure, you know, like fucking the Southeast never tell or some shit like that. They don't snitch. But like a lot of white people trust the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
sure.
I don't trust fuck that. First time I was in the back of a cop car, I was 4. So like, and I remember driving. Like my mom was taking me to school. She gets arrested for like warrants or some shit like that. And then like we're driving to the police station and we're passing my school. Like I'm trying to go to kindergarten, and I'm just like.
You drop me off right
Yeah,
there?
literally. I'm like, can't we just, bro, like, can you just drop? I remember as a 4-year-old thinking that, like,
Yeah.
can you just let me go to school? And we're passing it. We're passing it. And to the police station we go.
What did you do at 4?
What do
Just
you
like-
mean?
his mom was picked up.
Oh, yeah, your mom.
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
So you're expressing viewpoints that are traditionally
Non
white guy.
non-middle class white
Yeah.
guy,
He did-
non-middle class.
Yeah, he did
It's a
have a
class
different
thing, too.
upbringing. Some of the things I learned about you, you know, your dad had a conversation with you where he told you about eating your mom's ass out.
Yeah.
Boy, that's
Jay, did your dad ever have that
No.
conversation with you? I can't remember mine having that conversation with me.
And that's
either.
another thing. My dad was like anti-government, dude. My dad is he is anti the man.
Yeah.
He is fucking anti the man. He's damn near a fucking.
Can we go back to your mom's ass real quick?
Yeah, how does it
How
like,
did-
dude? Like, I would just be like, "Oh, Dad, no, we're not having this talk."
It was weird. Like that was his way to connect. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even like he was like the undertone of that. The sad undertone was like he wasn't over my mom. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't over my mom. That was his way to connect. He doesn't have an idea of boundaries at times.
Yeah.
And,
Sounds like it.
And I wrote that story not as a shocker. But
It
to
is
be
kind
like-
of a shocker, though.
It is, but that is my normal.
Yeah,
That was my point.
Would have
My
been a
point.
shocker
card
if he used
for-
his finger, but it was actually just his
just his tongue. Yeah, not
so.
the shocker.
No, yeah, it's fucking. And he swears up and down. No, I didn't do that to your mom. I would fuck a butt like a sausage, like a, and he'd do some other shit. Like I'm like, okay, yeah. That's,
How old are you at
that's
this point?
better. Shit, man. Like he started telling me really awful things mad early. And I was talking.
He was giving you
about,
porn when you were 4, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was talking about this shit. Like, I'm kind of getting past this, but I would look at happy children and be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I'm like a 37-year-old adult. And I see like kids happy. I'm like, man, fuck that 4-year-old. Fuck you so
Yeah.
fucking happy about.
Yeah.
Because I was jealous that my fucking innocence was taken from me so young.
Yeah.
I was jealous of these kids that were innocent.
See, now that I'm older, I'm jealous of guys like you. Because I get mad at my dad. Like, why did you have to fucking pay all the bills on time and not walk out on us? Like, I don't have that story that makes me hard.
Look at
You
your
know what I mean?
house.
Yeah, but I don't.
You're
but-
like in this dope ass mid-century fucking house with skylights and fucking natural light all over the place with a fucking awesome layout. And you're mad.
Well,
like,
I just
bro,
Mike
I'm
wishes he was harder.
dude. I wish I was tough. I wish I had
Fuck
something
that.
to fight for. You know, like hard. But it's like, no, man.
You work hard.
Yeah, I know, but I it's like my parents bought me brand name shit and and-
Dude, he had a mongoose with mag wheels. It was badass.
yeah, like, you know, I don't have that story where it's like, yeah, well, you don't know what it's like to grow up with the fucking power out in your house twice a week.
Use the
Fuck
oven.
you. Like I had to fight from that, you know.
I remember it was funny. I remember staying at my I was with my roommate and the power went out and I turned on the oven as a heater as we used to do.
Yeah.
And she fucking freaked out because her dad was a fireman. She's like, "You're gonna fucking kill us."
No, we're not putting anything in it. We're just opening it
I was
up.
like, "Yeah, bro, that's what you do, man. Like, what are you talking? Like, I left it open and went to work. I thought I hooked her ass up. I'm like, I laced her. She's gonna be so happy to have a nice toasty apartment to wake up to. And she called me up. She gave me the business. But like, why would you want that?
No, but I know I'm kidding when I say that.
I know.
But don't you look back now and as you've grown more successful and go, you know what? It sucks.
You know,
Eminem would say the same thing, but you know what? Those stories
made you
who you are and developed, and you have them now. They're great
fucking
stories.
40 years old, not able to have a fucking relationship with a
Drugs.
woman, fucking, functioning drug addict. It's awesome.
It's perfect.
Look, man, and look, I can choose not to do a lot of these things, but I like them.
Yeah.
I do like them.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I do like them, but
Yeah.
I like your fucking house too. Like, he's got like wood on the
I know,
ceiling.
it's something, isn't
That's
it?
fucking it's just
He can't afford it though.
trees everywhere, man. I drove in the neighborhood and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Like when I see
I warned
like,
you when we talked last. I said we have no street cred at all. You're
Yeah.
gonna come
I
up
love
with-
no street cred,
Yeah.
and I
It's
hate
comfortable.
I hate rich white motherfuckers that moved to like shitty areas and like because it's like, oh, let me get some culture.
Yeah.
And like 5 years later, they want to push all the culture out
Yeah.
and bring in yoga studios and cheese.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, it's like, I'm like, was that shit from fucking Fight Club? It's like, you're a fucking tourist, dude.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
fucking tourist.
Yeah, you're a ghetto tourist. Get out of here.
It's annoying. I like motherfuckers that are like, hey, this is where I'm from and this is what I am, and like I
Yeah.
think that's fucking cool. I got way more respect for people just being happy with what they are than like resenting. It's
Yeah.
like they resent their middle class and upper middle class and rich privilege,
Mm-hmm.
but then eat off of it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you're not
You're
giving,
better off to own whatever you are, wherever you come
own who you are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just look at like it's like everyone's different, man. Own who you are. You're
Yeah.
never gonna see me apologize for what I am.
Yeah, well, that's
Ever.
good. I think that's what people like about you. I think that's what people connect with is the honesty. It's the fuck, lay it all out there. Whatever. Here you go. It's all
Yeah.
here. Judge me all you want. Fuck it. It's me.
And they do.
Yeah, of course.
And they do. And
You got to have thick skin.
You know what the shit that kills me is when they judge me wrong. Like fucking man, I do this one store and this woman's like, oh, you're gonna love you remind me of this guy, and you guys are just alike. You guys speak alike, and she gives me this book, and I'm not even say the dude's name, but it's like a fucking like some Jewish motherfucker slam poet that like took the bus to a shitty area to experience
to
it,
NYU.
and then would take the bus back, and the cover it's got like fucking like this like black activism shit, and I'm like, what a fucking dick, what a fucking chode.
Yeah.
This fucking guy,
Yeah.
he's eating off of somebody else's struggle, trying to fucking rep their struggle.
Oh, dude, is there anything worse than seeing that guilty white guy doing the whole Black Lives Matter march?
Fuck that
Dude,
guy, dude.
I laugh at him every time I see that guilty ass white guy walking down the street with a fist in the air. Black Lives Matter. Black. It's like
White guilt
dude.
matters, bro.
Dude, was it you that posted a video of that black guy going, "You wanna fucking undo your privilege, motherfucker? Lick my boot." And this white guy's like, "Seriously?" He's like, "Yes." And all those black guys are
Yeah.
around, and he holds his boot out, and this
Okay.
guy's like, "Black Lives Matter" or whatever, and he goes down and licks
Oh
this
my
fucking
God.
dude's boot.
And it was like the black Israelites. And growing up, man, like I read a bunch of this literature too, man, like fucking 5%er shit, the message to a black man in America, and a lot of I don't remember the names of these motherfuckers, the Israelites, and like if you read some of their shit, it is fucking wackadoo. It's like you can't buy Levi's. Why? Because if you mix up the words, it spells evil. It's like, I'm a 15-year-old. I'm like, okay, let's just shut this right now.
Wow.
No, you can't like Santa Claus. Why? Because if you mix up the words, it says Satan. I don't
Some
know what the
people, they're
clause
thinking too
part
hard.
spells, but
Yeah.
like, yo, this is the guy.
It's Satan's claws, man.
These are the boots he's licking. This fucking dipshit. Fuck
Wow.
off, go home.
Yeah, pathetic, sad, pathetic.
Just, just like, yeah, dog, like, don't nobody should apologize. Black people never should apologize for being black. Mexicans don't apologize for being Mexicans. White people quit fucking apologizing for being white, dog.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. You are who you are, like you say. Dude, what do you got going for Christmas? You mentioned Santa Claus. You still done with Santa Claus? Or
I'm not hanging out with half my family because of the word retard. I was fucking beefing with my cousins over
Really?
retard. Yeah.
Yeah, we've
And-
gotten into it with listeners over retard.
Well, just don't listen. How's that?
Yeah, Yeah.
Like,
Family, really?
yeah, Doug. Like, yeah.
Like they don't like the word. You using the word?
Yeah, so we end up getting a big fight over it, and like we just not.
Shit.
Wow.
Look, I'm sure it's got to be. It's deeper than that.
Yeah, it's gotta
Like,
be, right?
It's deeper than that.
I don't know, man. In today's world, you can really offend people quick with, I don't know, faggot and retard seem to be top of the list lately.
And the funny thing is like when the term faggot is being used, it's not being directed at a gay person.
Never.
9 times out of fucking 10.
Yeah.
It's just
Almost
like-
never.
Smear the queer, you know?
Yeah.
It was just, it rhymed, and you liked, tackling your friends.
Yep.
Yeah,
In
it's
an
not. It's
offensive
not
way.
like, hey, let's go beat up a gay dude.
Yeah. Especially not now.
What
And
that
like-
game is.
And hey, look, that shit happened back in the fucking 70s or in the 80s and the 70s.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we've got a little bit past that now.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, I go as far as say it's pretty damn safe to be a gay guy in America nowadays.
Depending on the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, depending on the area, like I don't know what it is to be a gay guy. Like I don't know what it is to be a gay guy, but like they're fucking there's in LA you're stoked, dude. Like you're fucking crushing it. Especially if you're in the Hollywood, bro.
Yeah.
Like you are fucking slaying shit.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
But I don't know if I want to be gay in fucking up north, Upper Peninsula.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
I don't even,
Yeah.
dude. Like I rolled up in there as a stranger, like, and I was like, "Whoa, dude, I do not feel safe in this bitch."
Yeah,
like,
just your Argyle will get you beat up, right?
fuck yeah. I remember my sister ordered a fucking. This was back in the day. She was like, "Do you have Newcastle?" I was like, "Are you trying to get us fucked up?" Like, we're lucky that we're relatives with some people in this fucking
You order
town.
a Bush Light and like it.
Yeah, straight up. It wasn't. It was like a Knightsbridge or some bullshit, fucking some beer I never even heard of. Man, I'm like, all right, you get that watered down shit, and you fucking you grin.
It's funny you mentioned your family fighting with your family over the word retard.
It was beyond that though. It was like,
Obviously, yeah.
like, look, man, the person telling me I can't say it was a 30-year-old that never moved out of his mama's house. So like, fuck
Yeah.
you, suck my dick.
Yeah.
With your view of the world, you're a giant 5-year-old, bro.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
a fuck.
You're Peter Pan. You got a Peter Pan
I'm
existence.
gonna talk to a toddler about whether I should. Like, I'm gonna let a toddler tell me about the world.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
the fuck you can't like you never paid rent.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are you talking
Dude,
about?
that's a new phenomenon. Like when the three of us here, he's a little younger than us, but when the three of us were growing up, it was like you couldn't wait.
That wasn't an option.
Like, dude, at 18 you were fucking gone, and if you played your cards right, you were gone at 17 or 16. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't wait to get out of that parental unit. And now these guys are like, fuck it, man. It's free. Just stay here. Like it's so foreign
Parents
to me.
are okay. The kids okay with it. Like
It's weird.
total opposite when we were younger.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
you wanted the hell out because you'd have been ripped on by your friends, and your parents wanted you the hell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, dude, like, I remember getting evicted and having to go stay. My mom moved away when I was 17. Me and my sister took over the apartment. Then I ended up getting evicted, and I was paying rent, but they said I was selling drugs out of there, and I wasn't. But whatever. So
You're just buying drugs out of there.
I was like a low rent weed dealer that would deliver
Oh, the
shit.
truth comes out.
Deliver
Yeah.
shit on a bicycle. They never came by the crib. Like so, like what I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck they was talking about. But, so I had to go stay with my grandparents, and like that shit sucked. Fucking in the car, fucking in the Hyundai, and
Yeah.
on a fucking park on the side of the street, fucking a Hyundai. That got old quick.
Yeah.
was
You ever
like,
have a
man.
cop tap on the window?
No.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah.
Church
Oh,
parking lot.
for real?
Yeah. He just kind of laughed. I mean, what's he going to do? The windows are all steamed up and
like,
you're
get the fuck
naked.
outta
It's like,
here.
dude. He's like, all right, wrap it up, son. Get out of here.
Come
Yeah. No, I was going to say, like, how does your family react to your books or your show? Like,
think
if
half
a
of 'em-
retard is going to offend the 30-year-old, fuck him, by the way. But, I mean, dude, there's some. It's great. It's honest. I loved every minute of it. But, dude, there's some harsh shit in there.
Yeah, life is harsh.
Yeah.
Life is hard.
And not
I-
like you care what anyone
Look,
thinks.
man,
but-
I don't tell these gratuitous stories about people that are peripheral to me.
Yeah.
Every story I tell means something, and it deals directly with me.
Yeah.
You don't think my sister had fucked up times with my
Sure.
parents? You don't think my mom did more fucked up shit? You don't think my
Yeah.
dad did more fucked up shit?
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Like everything I wrote about has something to do with me. And as a matter of fact, it's funny. Like as I was having that argument, the said cousin brought that. Oh, what are you gonna do? Write about it? Talk about it on the radio show? I'm like, yeah, I might. You know,
Maybe.
like
Yeah.
maybe, bitch. Like, I didn't say that because I was trying to quell the situation, but
Yeah.
like, yeah. So there's a certain resentment from some family members, and I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, this is my life.
Yeah.
And this is my story, and I'll do what I want with it.
Yeah. Well, I remember getting to that point with certain people where it was like, you know what? The time for giving me advice on how to do what I do for this show as an adult is over. You can be supportive, you can not listen, but I don't need any more like, here's what you should do or here's how to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, dude, I'm a childlike grown ass man, but you know that. You know, I don't know if you've had to have those talks with people too, but it's just like, yeah, at some point you get there.
I was, look, man, I didn't have a ton of support from my parents, and I've said this over and over again, because I didn't have a ton of support from my parents financially and stuff like that. They did love me, man. I came from a loving family, and that's important. I don't feel beholden to them. Like, I'm a fucking man. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. You get a lot of people, you know, their parents are paying for their college. Now, hey, suddenly they got something to say.
Yeah.
Like they're investing in you. Well, we think you should be an accountant. We think
Yeah.
you should go into engineering, but deep down I'm a fucking author. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an artist. Like, well, you are
Yeah.
artists on their dime, so you might go this way. And now you're torn.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with that. Like, yeah, someone in my family can be like, I don't like the way you blah blah blah. And I'm like, you aren't fucking paying my rent. So
Let me ask you a question, Jude. I feel what you're saying. I've got a father-in-law who buys me paper products all the time. It's fucking weird. My
Paper products?
paper products. He
Like
buys
what?
Toilet paper.
toilet paper, and a paper
Napkins.
towel and napkins and shit.
In
How much?
bulk.
How much say does he have?
none.
He
can't
buys
agree.
you meat products too when he finds them on sale.
Every now and
Be
then.
fair.
Like,
Does he try to flex on you? Like,
No,
yo,
he
you know, I
doesn't.
did buy you some paper towels, so
Not yet.
kind of don't like the way you're talking to my daughter right now, my man.
Not yet.
Oh man, let's get to your show. I'm fascinated by your show on Shade 45. You still having fun doing it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's constant problem solving. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that keeps it interesting.
I like some of the games you're doing. You've got What Would Jude Do?
That's my favorite.
Yeah, dude, I don't know why, but I cracked up so hard when this chick has called in or something. She says, "Yeah, my boyfriend won't even choke me," and Jude's like, "What?" It's like, did he grow up in some weird home or some shit? Like, it floored you.
You want to be choked, right?
Look, I don't
Why
think
wouldn't he choke her?
I don't think it's about violence always. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the sensation of being choked is, you know, that's why I told her just to show him the science of it. And that way he can.
Yeah,
Even
that's
if
right.
it is about domination, like. And here's something else. I'm out here. I'm in LA. And fucking I'm around. Most of the people I'm around are of a certain class. Like, it's rent in my neighborhood is $2,000 a month for a 1-bedroom. So that's
Yeah.
going to attract a certain type of person, right?
And are you saying that's expensive or not expensive? LA for LA.
That's about average for the fucking
Middle class?
white neighborhoods. If you go down to the hood, you can get it for cheaper.
Right. Okay.
Or if you go, yeah. And a lot of times the hood isn't like that dangerous, but it's just roaches all over the fucking place. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like, fuck, dude. You're living next to a family in a 1-bedroom with 8 people in that bitch that have a different standard of fucking cleanliness than you do.
Yeah.
And suddenly you got roaches. Like,
Yeah.
I've been in that situation before, and I've grinded out of it, and now I'm over
Yeah.
here.
That'll keep
with-
the roaches away. Spending $2,000 a month on a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, it's like, yo, yeah, you can get cheap in a relatively safe neighborhood,
Yeah.
but you want 27 roommates that fucking are roaches.
And
you know
ants?
what
Your
I mean? Yeah.
call.
You make the call.
Yeah.
You smell your neighbors cooking every fucking day, and like, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm around, like, I've watched rich guys become they're turning them into females, dog. Like they're turning them into bitches. They're making them feminine. They're feminizing the man.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, you go to college, they snip your nuts and they tell you apologize for fucking being born with a dick.
Yeah.
And then they come out and like, yo, dude, like I've straight up hollered at people's girls right in front of them because I thought they were gay. They spoke so effeminate.
Yeah.
Like straight up, because and we're from out here in Michigan, so it's a little, we're a little rougher around the edges.
Yeah.
It's a factory town. This
Blue collar
all
the way.
than a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I go out there and it's like, anyway, da, da, da. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, he sucks tons of dick. I'm gonna holler at this. They're fucking.
That's just a friend.
Yeah, they're buddies.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's my girl. I'm like, oh shit, my
That's
bad.
my girl.
So, but what you're getting is you're getting a lot of these dudes that like,
They're not going to choke a bitch if she asks.
they're not dominant.
Yeah.
They're not dominant. They operate. They're still men. They're still grimy, but they'll fucking they'll use a futurist female shirt to get the pussy as opposed to just
Yeah.
be a fucking dude.
Yeah, dude, I have a theory about that. Whenever you see these guys that are just
they're
like
the worst.
at the pussy parade or whatever, and it's like, oh, women, blah blah blah, and it's like, dude, this is your fucking weird angle to get pussy.
Yeah, look,
like you're not fooling me. You're still a guy, dude.
don't think that you've taken away the needs.
Right.
It's not that alarming that a lot of these rape cases are coming from the fucking these fuckers over here that were pointing fingers about 8 months ago,
oh
right?
yeah.
Hey, whoa! So, hey, I guess we all are guys suddenly, huh?
Harvey Weinstein, Mr. Marching at the pink pussy parade or whatever.
Yeah, getting shout outs from Meryl Streep, and
Yeah.
now suddenly he's whipping. He liked to whip his dick out. Imagine
Yeah.
that.
Crazy.
Fucking A. So it's like I'm getting these girls out there in LA that's just like, they don't ever get to feel like a woman.
Yeah.
They don't get to feel like a fucking woman. They don't get to feel like a girl.
So is it coming like a man or is it confidence?
Look, if someone breaks into the crib, who do you think who should handle it?
You don't want your guy running out screaming, jumping through the window.
And that should go like, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm alpha. Like, yo, dude, it's give and take.
Yeah.
But like, at the end of the day, I think in your most intimate moments, there's certain times when a female actually wants to feel like a woman.
Yeah, for sure.
And if that means getting tossed around a bit or fucking a little dominated or
toilet seat on the neck.
You just went. You put her in the toilet. All right, whatever. If she's into that, like whatever. Like, hey,
that mascara. I was telling you about this last time. Mascara's running on the face, and the snot's blowing out the nose, and he's just like, fucking gag on it. And he won't let her up for air. Sorry.
Some people love that. Dude, like some chicks love that shit, bro. Like some chicks
They
love that
seem
shit.
to.
Other chicks don't.
I haven't found her yet, but they seem to.
I remember just having this one moment one time, and I was like, I was just kind of just being real dominant in the sack, and we were both on mushrooms, and like she was very excited down low, like she was very like just blab, like it was
flowing,
it was nuts. So I'm like, oh, we're crushing it, you know what I mean? Like we are crushing it, and then, she started crying. And she was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, one, I'm kind of like a fucking, I'm a masochist.
You need to ask that.
I'm a sadist, and one, I got issues. And two, like, I thought you liked it. Like, I really thought.
What was your definition of rough? When you said, I guess got a little rough.
I was jamming my hand in her mouth and telling her to shut the fuck up while we was doing it. I was like, don't say shit. God. And, I don't know. It was hot. I thought it was
for a little bit.
I'm getting into it.
It was hot until like I ended up
Till it wasn't.
like coming down on mushrooms, sitting on my porch, looking off into the distance, thinking about like what's going on in my life.
I fisted her mouth, man. Oh, what am I doing?
And it felt fucked up, man. It's like shit, dude. Like, man, we needed a safety word on that one. You know what I mean? Because
I'm rutabaga.
I really thought, I really thought that, like, I really thought we was doing it.
Yeah.
Man, that was a bummer. But if you got safety words, I think it's kind of cool. Like,
Sure.
There's only been a couple chicks that haven't been into it, and then I can do it the other way. Like whatever you need. I'm actually
the
at
key
your
is
disposal,
consent, man. The key is consent. You're not talking about fucking throwing a chick down that doesn't want to be thrown down, or
that's
grabbing a chick around the throat who doesn't want to be choked.
I was talking to my homegirl about that. She was fucking with this dude that just would throw her around, and she loved the feeling of being thrown around by
Yeah.
a guy. Like,
Yeah.
I guess that's a nice feeling if you're a fucking chick. I've had a chick throw me around. I didn't like it because I had another tall girl like pat me on my head like I was a fucking toddler, and I was like, wow, don't you ever do that to me ever?
Yeah.
Like,
Emasculating.
yeah, how am I supposed to fucking really feel like I'm up in the pussy if you're like patting me on the head like I'm a fucking
Good boy.
like good that attaboy.
Is there anything that you put in the book that you look back at now and go, fuck, I should have left that story out?
Nah,
No?
No.
Cystic fibrosis?
I stand by that story. That story is awesome. That's a great.
It's a
story.
great story.
I love how you had to look it up to make sure you couldn't contract it by banging that chick.
No, I
don't
didn't
blame
look
you.
It up was the problem. I had to ask her face to face.
I don't blame you. I mean, that would be a concern, you know.
You want to tell people the story just so that they can get up to speed with us?
Well, there was this girl hit me up, and she was like, "Hey, man, let's hook up." Some shit. She was talking about roommates in school. I was like, "How old are you?"
She was a fan, right? She just knew you from your show.
Yeah, I think she
she's
checked
young.
out my book, and she I said, "How old are you?" She was like, "I'm 19." I was like, "God damn, that's fucking young," and I was like, "Oh man, that's younger than my kid."
I was gonna say.
And then part of me was like, "Hey, it's younger than my kids. Grimy." That's, like that. They've like flicked this real grimy switch in my head. Like,
That's
all right.
kinda- Dad can still pull some shit.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Or not even that. Just like, oh, that's
A little pride in that.
Well, no, I like the disgustingness of it. I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is fucking. Oh, you're awful. You know,
Yeah.
you're awful for this. And there's something in me that likes doing like fucked up shit just because
Yeah.
it makes you feel weird.
I always said 36 was a great age because it's the first age you can legally fuck someone half your age.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Thought about that.
Yeah, it was like 20. 16's a big one. 21's a big one. 36. People always looked at me like 36. Like, yeah, you can legally fuck a chick half your age.
That is yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sorry, I
I
didn't
never
mean to
thought
interrupt
about.
your
No,
story,
I
but-
never thought about that. And I made it. Yeah. So she was 19. I was 39. So it
Yeah,
was almost.
good for you. Yeah,
I was
good for
20
you.
years her senior, and so I'm like, yo, we shouldn't do this, but if you want to, let's just wait a few years. She was like, I don't know if I have a few years. I have cystic fibrosis, and I'm like, what the fuck is cystic fibrosis?
Who gave you that?
And she goes on to explain about like the lung situation and stuff like that.
It's my favorite fibrosis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of all the fibrosi,
Yeah, straight up out of every fibrosis. So I'm like, damn, that shit is fucking heavy. Like
Yeah.
that shit's fucking nuts. I'm like, and you want to fuck with me? She was like, well, you know, you when you're on borrowed time, you fucking
Hey, go for it.
You live life. And I'm like, damn, this girl's fucking about it. Like, here's this 19-year-old that's like not afraid of shit, and I've been dealing with these rich ass fucking privileged women who
Yeah.
fucking are, you know, that are afraid of fucking everything because they've been coddled their whole lives. And so I'm like, all right, man, you're about it. Let's do it. We hang out. It ends, you know, there was complications with her, so we end up hanging out down the road. And on our first date, like, she shows up, she's got a fucking dolly with the air tank on that bitch. And I'm like, whoa, like, I don't know what, like, I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck? And that's when I was like, man, I should have really looked this thing up. Like,
catch this.
Quick
I'm like,
Bing search would have told me a lot about what I'm dealing with.
Yo, for real. So I'm like, okay, let's go get something to eat. And like, because I got cystic fibrosis, I got to eat a bunch. So that's fun. I like to eat a lot. And
Yeah.
like that. She eats a lot. And so like, we picked this Thai place. And yo, bro, like, it's up a hill. I didn't think about that shit. Like, and I don't know whether I should pull the fucking dolly because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
what is
Like,
a gentleman doing that?
I'm
to
on
you?
the outside. You know, you walk on the outside. You put the woman on the inside. You
Yeah.
walk on the outside. You pull the fucking dolly. You open up fucking doors. Do like, can I pull the dolly? I'm like,
Dude,
I
that's
don't know.
a great question. Do you pull the dolly? What did you go with? Did you
I
pull
had
the
her
dolly?
fucking drag that bitch. I ain't know what the fuck to do. Like, I'm not trying to kill her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm a gentleman and fucking, you know.
Yeah.
Comes
So
unplugged.
yeah, like, so I'm like, boom. We end up having this. We have a nice little meal. We talk about what she wants and what I want, and I'm like, so you want to? And it was like, then I was like, yo, will I kill you? Are you contagious? I don't know if I asked was it gooey, but I was thinking that shit. I was like, is this shit gooey down there? Like,
Does it affect that area?
yeah, so she was like, boom, I'm good, da-da-da, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, just like this fucking cool, phenomenal little chick. And I think the thing for me, that story illustrates, one, like...
You're for charity.
No, that's... I want to throw
I'm
something
kidding.
at
I know.
you.
I'm kidding.
Like
that was a joke. Come
I know,
on.
but like that's the thing. Like all these motherfuckers, they do nice things for people that they view as less than
Right,
them.
right.
So they can signal how fucking great they
Look
are.
at me. Look what I
Like
did.
I didn't give a fuck about her
Yeah.
disease. Like I felt for her. Like I felt for like damn, that's fucked up. But like I'm not gonna fuck someone because they're crippled. Like I'm not gonna fuck. Like I'm not giving out charity dick. Like I fucked her because she was cute.
Yeah.
I-
Is she still with us?
Yeah, she's still here, and
Okay.
I smashed because I thought she was smart, cool, and fucking and pretty,
Yeah.
and
And interesting. And she was into you.
yeah, and I'm like,
So
yeah,
does she
why-
keep the air thing while it's going on?
That
Is it
shit
like-
was no. It was just next to the fucking bed. She didn't have it all the time, but
Yeah.
like she had it in another room, so it was like.
Did you change your game up? Were you like, fuck, man? Because I would be worried that it's like, I don't know, I don't want to break this. I know she says it's cool, but
I started slow and then fucking got into it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and we didn't go as long as I usually go, but like that shit was cool, man.
yeah.
And yo, I popped. Like I usually always pop. You know, like I'm like, yo, this is hot. Like I was into it. Like,
Yeah.
And yo, she's got, and this is like the shit that I'm talking about. These motherfuckers with their little fake problems, talking about,
Yeah.
whining on their fucking $1,000 phone about a Halloween costume bumming them out,
Yeah.
from the safety of their own,
Right.
and with running water and electricity,
Yeah.
and fuck you, man.
Yeah.
This girl is about to die, and she has a foundation where they raise money so that the parent, because it's usually a one parent that raises it. Cystic fibrosis is so heavy it usually breaks up relationships.
Yeah.
So it ends up one person is with this child or person, and it gives them money so that they can be with their kid the last month when they die,
So they don't have to work to cover their. You mean
just
like,
to cover the rent.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
that's what her foundation is for.
Yeah, that's great.
It's like, think about, like, yo, that's how real shit is. It's like
Yeah.
she's raising up rent money so that they can just chill with their kid when their kid is gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
And I gotta hear about some fucking little fuck boys over here crying about, like, oh, he said a word that triggered me. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you, man.
Fuck you. Yeah. It's bullshit. And Jay and I have talked about this
Claire's
a lot.
Foundation, donate to it, y'all.
What is it? What is it? Claire's Foundation?
Yeah, it's like Claire's Place Foundation. Go
see if you
donate
can
to her.
see if you can find it.
Go
Maybe.
go donate to her shit. Like you want to give out. Don't give your little fucking kids like bullshit Christmas presents that they're gonna throw in the fucking corner. Go donate to some shit that's gonna fucking do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like and buy my book, but mostly buy my book. But
Yeah.
also,
hook her up.
I'm picturing all these little kids opening Jude's book
Yeah.
in the morning, and then like some certificate. You know, your dad gave $100 to Claire's Foundation, some chick that Jude fucked.
Yeah.
And this little 6-year-old sitting there going,
Cool.
sweet.
Merry
Cool.
Christmas, Dad.
Learn about life, you little asshole.
No, Jay and I have often talked about what we need in this country right now is a big fucking war.
Need a war.
We need a big war because we've gotten soft. The kids have gotten soft when they're being triggered by words and Halloween costumes. Your community, your society's gotten weak. We're
Very
no
soft.
longer tough. We don't have friends that went off to war and died that we know.
Here's the thing,
You know,
though. We
real
don't-
fucking problems.
We don't need just any war. We probably need an alien invasion, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Like we're
so we
all
can
of
all band
mankind.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But here's
only
the
thing.
deal: we do people. So some people do have friends that went off to war and were killed. But the problem is, the people that control the media don't have any friends like that
Fuck the
because
media.
because they come from a certain you notice how I keep saying class? They do. They come from a certain class
Yeah.
that fucking has been indoctrinated into believing certain things, and then they spew these things out.
That's what's way more
criminal,
relevant than race nowadays is class, really. I mean,
Yeah.
the differences in classes. I mean, that's real and relevant. But I mean,
And
races span all those classes.
And then the other thing is like let's address poverty. Like what makes people poor? I can tell you in my neighborhood things that made people poor: broken homes, teenage pregnancies, not finishing school.
Shit school.
Yeah, but even shit school, and then that is a reflection of the neighbor, like of
Yeah,
your
of
area.
course. Yeah.
So you can't even blame that on anybody but your own fucking. But it's also a shit school because the parents aren't holding those people accountable.
Yeah.
Like you go to a good neighborhood, the PTA conferences are fucking jammed.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are fucking participating in their child's education.
Yeah.
You go to schools where they're not, and these people are robbing the school fucking blind.
Yeah.
Like so, there's certain accountability that one has to take, and it's, look, man, it is very hard if you're starting off below zero. Or if you're starting off down in the if you're starting off in the weeds, it's really hard to get out of the weeds.
Yeah.
You have to work harder to get out of the weeds. You have to work harder to break.
It's a constant struggle, and you don't have the safety net.
You don't.
When you think about that, when you think about like, fuck, man, that would have been really difficult for me if both my parents weren't there, or
Yeah, and look, man, I got lucky, man. I really did get lucky, and I was able to. But here I am to tell you,
But
like,
you worked your balls off, dude. You went. Who goes to Chicago to jump on the Jenny Jones show out of the fucking blue, and then turns that into something?
well, that was the
you know
luck,
what I mean? Like,
and then you work.
That's not luck, dude.
All right,
It's not
I
luck.
had a skill that was.
That's balls, man. That's something that
I didn't go out there to fucking get a career. I went out there because I was on probation forever, and I was like, oh, I get to leave the state.
yeah. But at some point, I mean, someone like that in that position goes, "Fuck it, what do I have to lose?"
And then you
go.
throw it all in, and you
Yeah,
go, and you
yeah,
grind,
yeah.
and you grind. And I guess what I'm saying is like, look, man, bro, like if you're poor, it's like when you're broke, you got to avoid. Like you have to whoop yourself in the ass and even be more disciplined than the fucking rich kid, because he's got 12 strikes. You got 2.
Yeah.
Like he can strike out fucking 5 times. You can strike out once.
Yeah.
So you really got to be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Pull out, end on her fucking belly. Maybe hey, fucking rock a condom. You know, finish
God
fucking
forbid.
school. Crack a goddamn book.
Yeah.
Like educate yourself. Like these are things.
These are all great T-shirt phrases.
They are.
Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Fucking discipline. Parent yourself. Like these. Look at people who are successful. Copy off of them. Like
Yeah.
that's all I can tell you. Like that's.
And see, that makes sense to us now at our age. When we were 15, we didn't want to hear it.
Dude,
and that's the problem.
and-
Is like a 15-year-old doesn't hear that.
I know. I couldn't like as I'm talking. That's a really good point because as I'm talking, I had no hope whatsoever because I was fucking all I knew was fucking being broke. All I understood was the insecurity of fucking poverty.
Yeah.
In a broken home where I didn't feel safe in. That's all I fucking knew.
Yeah.
But just know that the world is bigger than your house. It's bigger than your fucking block. It's bigger than your city. It's bigger than your fucking state.
Yeah.
And it's like if you have discipline, drive, shit is scary, but you got to be brave. You can go get it, man. You can, like, I'm scared every day, dog. Like, I'm scared every single day, but I make myself do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And-
We all feel like a fraud.
Everybody does. Like, everybody fucking does. And that's the message I bring to people. Because the "you are owed something" message is going to keep you on a fucking couch because the same people are
Totally,
telling
man.
you that you're owed shit, they're not going to give you shit.
Yeah.
No one's going to give you shit.
No one owes you a fucking thing. The sooner you get that through your head, that when push comes to shove, no one really gives a shit about you outside of you and your fucking immediate family. When really the shit gets hard, dude, you're done. You're on your own. And no one's gonna give you shit. Those handouts are done.
And I'm with my rich friends, and I love them, but we're arguing over fucking poverty over a steak dinner.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm at a
You're at
steak.
Morton's.
I'm at a steakhouse arguing about poverty. I'm like,
wrong
look
with
at
that.
us, guys. Come on, man. I'm like, then yo, it's people like to have these big ideas to feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
In the moment, don't pay attention to those motherfuckers. If you can work the system, work it to your advantage. I'm all for that shit, but depend on yourself.
Yeah.
Go get it. Be
It's a great
self-reliant.
lesson, man. It's a great lesson. If people could learn that Be a lot further. Do you have a few minutes? We got to take
sure.
a quick break. We got to do a couple reads. Jay, you
Yes,
want to
we
do it? Can we have Jude doing?
Of course we can have Jude doing it.
Is
Right,
that
Jude?
the one I'm doing?
You good with that?
Yeah, am I going to butcher this?
Now let me do this one first.
Yeah, I'm going to practice while you're doing
Yeah,
this.
the holiday season has come upon us. Gross, and that means two things. One, Etard will be taking his second shower of the year. And two, Zott Ford M59 Dodge Ram has rolled out its 2017 Big Finish event. Celebrate Santa by leasing a new 18 Ram Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 at just $177 a month. It's a fully loaded Ram Bighorn, and the lease is only 24 months. Get details and surf their massive inventory at dealsinthed.com. Jude, you are on, man.
How much money will you need in retirement? Are you sure you won't outlive your money? Probably will. Keep taking them vitamins. Having a plan today means you can adjust as your life changes. Retirement doesn't have to be a mystery. Contact Mark Leibovitz.
Jew name.
Fuck that one up. Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial today to learn the answer to one of the most important questions of your retirement. Call today, 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark. Tell him Jude sent you.
There you go.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Before we go to break, let's mention Rude Jude. You are going to be signing Hummingbird, your latest book, tonight from 7 to 9. That's Tuesday, December 19th, tonight. Barnes & Noble in Rochester Hill, South Rochester Road. Go out there, say hi to him. He won't bite. Get your book signed. And we'll take a quick break and come back. I got to ask you, man, the spirit of truth. Do that next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
All right, welcome back to the Detroit Cast, powered by DealsInTheD.com. Mike and Jay. Rude Jude is still with us.
Hey, before we get back to Jude, insurance, we all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 29 years in the business, offers all types of insurance coverage, auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. That's 734-455-1900.
Jude, do you like doing, when you're doing your show, I don't know how much prep you have to put in. I'm assuming quite a bit. Do you like doing the games? Do you like doing the interviews? Do you have a favorite?
I like interviewing weirdos.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shit.
Who are your favorite interviews?
We had a.
So do we.
There's been a couple.
Yeah.
We've had a couple flat earthers that I just.
For real flat earthers?
Yeah, straight up flat earthers that have been fucking awesome. Some of the interviews that do really well, like the Corey Feldman shit or fucking the Mayweather shit.
Dude, your Mayweather one, I can't believe who fucking gets into an argument with Floyd Mayweather.
I do. You know why? Because look, man, the people that interview Mayweather
Kiss his ass.
Well, they have to. They have to justify. Look, man, if he's the biggest name in a fledgling sport, you're not going to attack him. You need him to be pound for pound the best fighter ever. You don't need to poke holes in his fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because you are eating off of that man. So you're not going to get an honest interview. Someone like me, I don't give it like, yo, you duck. You duck fights. That is a fucking fact. You fight people on their way up. You fight people on their way down. I haven't seen that guy fight somebody in his prime in fucking over 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking these are facts, bro.
Did he got for real pissed off at you, didn't he?
Yeah, man, that was a fucking shitty, and that was a shitty situation.
Was he in studio with you?
No, he called up and he was friends with 50 Cent, and then it was like, hey man, shut the fuck. I got some calls from bosses, and they just told me like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, it was one of those deals. Like, you're the help. Like, why are you arguing?
Your guys got pissed at you for doing that?
Yeah.
Wow. That sucks.
It put them in a hard situation. You know what I mean? Like if 50, like we like you, but like fuck, man. Like what if 50 says something?
Yeah.
And
that's a tough
for
spot.
Me, he didn't. You know.
Yeah.
But I was put in a situation where like, okay, I can either take everything back and lose all credibility, and now my show is a fucking pile of shit, or I fucking have to stand my ground and be respectful.
Yeah. You chose to stand your ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough spot when you're working. I mean, Sirius XM, that'd be a great gig. You know, you'd be able to say what you want. You get great interviews coming through. But when it's Shade 45, I mean, you'd be insane to go on the air if you thought Eminem's new album sucked and to go voice that. You know what I mean? Like
his new album's awesome, by the way.
I actually really like it a lot.
All right,
yeah.
Can you not like say Eminem sucks and with me in the fucking same room?
Dude,
I like Eminem.
Hold on. Let me be clear.
The new album.
Do you see this Eminem poster here and that one there? There's no bigger fan in this town of Eminem than me.
This Vanilla Ice one over here.
Yeah, I got a Vanilla Ice one too. I fucking love Eminem.
Just
my point.
Everything.
My point is, if for some reason you didn't like it, you'd be insane to go on Shade 45 and say that, right?
Yeah, but I do like it. Like, why? I don't even want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about my boss.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Hey, you work for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't talk about my boss.
No, I was trying to make a point about Floyd Mayweather. Like,
yeah, I
even,
get it.
you know,
yeah.
like, yeah, I didn't mean to bum you out, but
yeah, I'm just saying, like, fuck, dude. There's only one right answer. You know what I mean? So why even ask that?
yeah.
No, fuck everybody. And then next thing I know, like, damn, Jude ain't working nowhere no more.
Well, you didn't catch shit for Chet Hayes, did you?
No, I did not catch shit for Chet Hayes.
Do you know who Chet Hayes is,
No,
Jay?
I can't.
Tom Hanks' kid, the rapper.
Oh, yeah, right.
Dude, that was a tough interview to listen to as well.
All these interviews that do very well are ones that I'm not enjoying in the moment.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, this fucking sucks.
That's interesting to hear you say that because I'm uncomfortable listening to it.
I hated that shit. The Corey Feldman shit.
What happened with Corey Feldman?
It was funny, man. Before, like, I watched this documentary called, like, A Well-Known Secret or some shit like that.
Yeah.
About, like, the higher-ups in Hollywood butt-fucking teenage boys.
Yeah.
and Feldman was in it briefly, and I had him on like a year or two before, and I thought we had a decent rapport, and I wanted to talk to him about that. There must have been a communication breakdown between my producer, his publicist, myself. He gets in the fucking room and he will not talk about it. Also, he does not remember me. He's kind of spun out on something.
Yeah,
he's
he's flaky for sure.
And the thing is like, it's funny, like, yo, I'm trying to talk to him about something that I found, like, yo, this is fucked up, man. Like, these guys are taking advantage of underage fucking dudes.
Yeah.
Like turning dudes.
Yeah.
Like fuck, and like let me just hear your opinion on it.
Yeah.
What happened?
And he shut down on you?
He shut down. He would only talk about his fucking music.
Yeah.
Music.
Angels
I know,
and
dude.
demons
Yeah.
or some
Oh,
shit.
fuck
Then I was like, all right, you want to do a hate it or love it with your song? And then
Yeah.
he thought it was set up because everybody started shitting on him, and he
Yeah.
fucking stormed out. And it was
It's
like,
like, no, it's not set up. That's just real.
You can't honestly think that that's the music is going to be spun on a radio station in America and get good response. He can't, can he?
but he's got enough. Yo, you got enough people that are fucking. Look, he's half the people around him are eating off of him, so therefore you're not gonna get an honest. Yo, if you surround yourself with people that are benefiting from you, they're not going to give you honest feedback.
Yeah.
And then he's got sycophants, and so he's got sycophants and fans that tell him he's good.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that's been interested because he's been teasing this fucking child pedophilia ring in Hollywood for 20 years.
It doesn't shock me that he shut down on you because that seems to be his MO. He'll tease it and then somebody hits him right up front. Oh, I can't talk. I'm not ready. Whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
now
like,
he's trying to
dude.
get millions to talk about it. It's just like,
Yeah. Stop, dude. If guys are up there fucking kids,
like-
how about you out that shit and we stop it? How about the last 20 years didn't have to happen, asshole?
And the thing is like, not to be a total dick. It's not like he's got a lot to lose. He doesn't have, like, he doesn't have a career. Like, his career is done. It's a wrap.
How does a guy like that make money?
I think dude, I'm sure he's got mailbox money for days, bro.
I'm sure too, but how? Like, he hasn't been in anything since in 25 years. I mean, he's not being paid to go on your show.
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
you know?
I mean, yeah.
Stand By Me.
But those guys always seem to be doing all right. I mean, they're obviously getting residuals or something.
Yeah,
but-
I don't know what the residual. I don't know what that shit looks like. I don't know. I've never gotten residuals. Like, that's the shit that killed. Radio. You do it. It's like working at the factory. You do it. You fucking go home. It's
gone.
Yeah, they'll rerun the fuck out of it. You don't get paid. You know what I mean? Like, that's that.
The Chet Hayes interview, I actually kind of felt bad for him because he sounded
Chet Hayes.
he sounded very out of his league talking to you.
Here's the thing with Chet Hayes.
Like, he sounded uncomfortable to me. He sounded like someone who was new to this business. You obviously know what you're doing on a microphone, and you weren't just going to let him come in there and try to be like hard rapper guy as Tom Hanks's kid.
I had respect for Chet Hayes back in the when I heard he was selling shoes at like a fancy at Fred Siegel on Melrose, and like Cass was clowning him, and I'm like, yo, dude, like, I think it's cool that this guy is just working a regular job, trying to get on and fucking hustling. Like, so when the opportunity came for him to come on the show to do a hate or love it, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking, yeah, of course, yeah, dude. Like, and I was really trying to give him the fucking benefit of the doubt. The problem is he came up there with his homeboy. They're fucking off in the goddamn in the lobby. They're like, don't you know? There was some don't you know who I am shit going on.
Don't you know who my dad is?
Yeah.
Kind of shit.
Dude, that was so funny when you kicked his fucking guy. Did you hear this, Jay?
No.
He said he's in the studio and his guy's trying to, like, I don't know, get
He was yelling
Chet's
shit.
back.
Yeah, he was
You
yelling
can't
shit
hear
in the
him.
background.
And he's just like, get the
just-
fuck out of my studio, man. And you just literally threw this guy out of the studio. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna fight you afterwards. I'm like, okay, dude, fight me afterwards. Like, I don't know what
Yeah.
the
Keep walking and talking, motherfucker. Get out of my studio.
Yeah, it was just like, yo, dude, like, what is this? Like, and that was another uncomfortable moment because I really was not trying to fucking, like, I wasn't like.
You didn't bring him in to make fun of him.
Yeah, I wasn't. Look, I'm not gonna save him, but I wasn't like, let's set up Chet Hayes,
Yeah.
so we can kill him because I'm mad that he comes from a rich family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. That wasn't my MO. He just played himself.
Was his shit any good?
It was just generic.
Yeah.
It was generic.
I mean, because you gave it an honest spin,
Yeah.
and then you had
Excuse me.
people call in.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hate it or love it, and people just fucking trashed him.
You
They
know,
took it easy on him.
You know who you got to do
Yeah.
that with is Jaden Smith. You hear his new stuff? My kids are listening to that. It's
Ugh.
brutal.
Is
it's
it?
brutal. Get him in there.
But your
'Cause
kids are listening to
He's
it.
a piece of work, Jaden Smith.
Yeah, I guess there's some website just with his tweets. You can just watch.
Yeah.
You can look at Jaden Smith's
Yeah.
tweets.
He has
It's
a
going to
very,
be fun to watch him spin out.
very large
at some
opinion
point.
of himself.
You know you're doing it right, too, when Howard Stern picks up that interview you did with Chet Hayes and plays the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's got to be pretty cool.
that was another one. I'm like, and the funny thing is I was so mad because it was produced poorly. I thought there were so many holes in I thought that.
You mean on Howard's end or your end?
on my end?
Yeah.
I thought that was a C+ break
Really?
in my brain.
Yeah.
I was like, we dropped the ball here, we dropped the ball here, we dropped the ball here. It's like when you're in the room, you're
Yeah.
like, fuck, we blew that one. Well, that could have went better this way.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen when you walk out of here, Jude?
Yeah, we're going to second guess half this thing.
We're like, we shouldn't let him talk so much. This fucking guy. Yeah, so like I'm like,
I shouldn't have brought up Eminem's album. Fuck.
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
yeah, you should. Hey,
Oh, man, I bummed him out. I like the guy, and I bummed him out.
Ask Jude about shitting on his boss on air. That's a really
Want
good
to
idea.
do
take
that.
5 minutes to fuck over your boss really quick, dude?
I hate my job. Let me talk shit about my boss. Like,
Fuck money. Who needs that?
yeah, I'm not fucking stoked. He shouted me out twice, gave me fucking a job. I can pay for my mom's fucking house,
Yeah.
all because of Eminem.
He does shout you out on the new album.
Yeah, he
Revival.
fucking does, dude.
And it's
Like,
fucking great. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
dude, it's good. I've listened to it. I think it's really good. I do.
ditto.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fucking ditto.
Hey, real quick, starting now, running through January 2nd, our friends at Zott Ford are offering employee pricing for everyone. Check out what you can lease for under $100 a month. A new 17 Ford Fusion, a new 17 Ford Taurus, a new 18 Ford Escape, or lease these under $200 a month. A new 17 Ford Explorer, a new 18 Ford Edge, a new 18 F-150 four-wheel drive Super Cab or Super Crew. Remember, employee pricing for everyone at Zott Ford ends January 2nd.
I think it's safe to say you're a good talker, storyteller.
Yeah.
Like being on a microphone.
Yeah.
I've never heard you so quiet as the Spirit of Truth interview.
I just kind of let him go, dude.
It was, dude.
Spirit of Truth is, for people that don't know, he was the guy that had the green screen.
Pull it over, E. We can play a snippet.
Oh,
of it.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
It's the reason I mention this and bring it up is we pulled drops from this guy years ago on the Drew and Mike show. We played him like crazy. He's a religious guy, and he's hilarious. And I think we tried to find him at one point and couldn't.
I follow him on Instagram. I
Yeah.
don't know what. I can't remember. It's not Spirit of Truth, though. It's like
Yeah, it's his real name, which is Vincent something.
some shit like that.
Yeah. Go ahead and play a second of it, E, so people know.
You know, speak to me. Are you laughing, biatch?
Yeah.
You find it funny? You find it funny? Huh? Wait, you ain't talk, you ain't hear me, huh? Get it again. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. God Almighty, you know, rule of heaven and earth and every goddamn thing in between. You understand me now?
Anyway, you get the point.
Fucking love that guy.
Dude, he's awesome. He's awesome. And he came in studio with you. I don't know how you even found him.
Do you have the same hair? Look at that hair, dude. I've never seen
I
anything
don't
like
remember how his hair was. I think you grew it out a little bit more. That one's like a Tibetan monk or some shit.
Yeah.
It's the best way I could put it.
Did that interview go the way you expected it to go?
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to bring him on and have him argue with callers
Yeah.
about, like, I just wanted, that one was like not thought out whatsoever. It's like,
Yeah.
this guy's fucking nuts. Let's put him on my show
Yeah.
and see what happens. And he really bummed out a lot of callers.
Yeah.
Is he at all a real preacher, or is this just? I mean,
I think
is
he
nuts?
really
He
believes-
he knows what he's talking about. He's quoting scripture and
Well,
shit.
maybe he's
for
just
real.
meeting the population where they're at. You know, he's not trying to be high-minded. He's
Man, that he
using
was.
goddams and bitches.
I know.
I had to stop. He came on twice, 2 or 3 times, and we just couldn't have him back anymore. He was just like,
He comes in hot. He comes in a little hot.
it was like watching him kind of like slowly slipped into fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I'm like, man, like this is not even fun no more. Like
Yeah.
this dude is out his fucking hookup.
Well, he wouldn't stop talking at everything. The N-word, fucking bitch, fuck you, I am God, motherfucker. And someone in your crew was like, man, let Kevin talk. And he's just like, fuck Kevin, I'm God, bitch. And you're just like you can't get a word in. You can't get a word in with him.
Yeah, I probably should have ducked his mic.
I thought it was hilarious, man.
I thought it was fine too. I was
yeah,
good
no, it's
with
funny
it.
as shit.
I was good with it. It was like an hour of him cussing people out.
Yeah. And then like quoting the Bible
Yeah.
and heaven and dude, I could have listened to that for another hour. To be honest
I
with
could
you.
have too.
Yeah.
It was very divisive. Half the people really enjoyed it, and then the other half was like, "Get this motherfucker the fuck off the air."
I imagine it was a tad bit offensive to people that are really into religion.
I don't know. That's the one thing I don't understand. Like Christians and Muslims and shit getting all, or Scientology, any of that. Like, if I shit on your fucking religion, like,
Yeah.
so? Like,
Yeah.
does that keep you out of heaven? Like me saying fuck Jesus or fuck Muhammad? Like, does that fucking keep you out of heaven? Like, what the fuck do you like? I'm gonna be in hell. Like,
Yeah.
how? What worse?
If you're right, you win, and I'm
Yeah.
rotten in hell.
Yeah.
If I'm right and there's nothing,
Then
then
nothing.
fucking I don't get to gloat. I get
Yeah,
to
like
rub it in your
what?
Face.
All the ass whoopings you can give me or banning me from shit is not going to equal hellfire. So
Yeah.
like, why don't you just chill the fuck out?
Yeah, I
Why don't
lose
you
in the
just
end.
chill the fuck out and let me blaspheme, you fucking bitch?
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Like, yo, dude, calm the fuck down.
It's funny. We're talking later this week to Warren Jeffs, dude in jail, started the what was the
FLDS.
Yeah,
the
the-
polygamous cult in Utah. He's
Yeah.
been in jail. We were talking on the break, Jude and I. But yeah, Rachel
Yeah.
Jeffs, one of his
daughter.
daughters, who escaped that shit.
Yeah. So that, I mean, you read that, dude, it's fucking madness. These Scientology kooks.
Yeah.
And this, whatever this Mormon sect was.
This guy's
it's like,
sitting in jail for like a decade, just like moving people around on a chessboard, just ordering them to do stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay.
you can't have sex anymore.
Father
For
says-
a decade, these people don't fuck. You can't hug your husband anymore. You can handshake at the door. Okay. And they do. It's like,
Get
dude,
the fuck outta
it's
here.
madness.
playing games with their minds. It was
Fucking
crazy.
mad. I can't wait to talk to her. It's just like, but you sit back and you go, how these fucking people fall for this? How do they do it? It's crazy.
I feel like, look, man, people need to be led.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dependent, right? He establishes a dependence
Yeah.
and a
Grooms
lack
them.
of confidence in their self,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden they're in.
There's a reason why, like, you go back to fucking cavemen and they'll have some shit that they worship. It's like, I don't know what the reason is, but like they're like this. We as people have always found some need.
Maybe there's a God. Would you accept that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Is it
not
possible?
not in any way that they not I reject that there's a God in a way that is written in these books.
Yeah. You're like me. You don't believe, you don't like organized religion.
I'm not-
saying there's not something there wasn't a creator,
I'm
but
one of the motherfuckers that's not agnostic. I'm not give a fuck stick. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I gotta pay rent.
Yeah.
I believe in rent. I believe in mortgages.
yeah. Here's what I know about humans, and I've said this before.
What's that?
They're full of shit, and they're selfish people by nature. We are. We're full
Yeah.
of shit, liars, and selfish. And when I know that the humans transcribe the Bible, that's when I go, fuck, man, I don't know.
Yeah, who decided where that comma went?
yeah,
And
exactly,
who decided
yeah.
what book, what made it in there and what didn't?
Yeah.
I think the Bible is. Look, I don't want to dismiss the Bible or any of these holy texts or scriptures or anything like that, because I think there's mythology that is that reflects the human experience, and that one can find meaning in all of these things.
Sure.
I'm stoked about that. But like, if you're going verbatim, like the Bible says this, and well, shit, I can own slaves, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's nothing about that didn't even make the top 10 commandments. You can't own somebody. You can't be jealous of someone's donkey, but like, yo, owning someone is fucking, you're good, bro.
Yeah. Don't
Like-
eat shellfish.
Yeah, stay away from pork.
Shellfish, fuck that.
Stay
Yeah.
away from pork, but you can beat the shit out of your wife with a stick this big if she doesn't listen to you.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, we
I
all
don't know.
twist it to fit our lives, and,
Yeah.
and as we evolve, we continue to do it more and
And
more.
yeah, and like, look, man, I understand like the need for community
Structure.
ritual. Like as a functioning drug user, like I have rituals that are attached to my like. Ask
Yeah.
any fucking dope fiend, heroin addict.
Yeah.
There's a ritual, man. They cook that shit up in a spoon. They get
Dude.
that bop, boom. They
You
load.
stop
they bang
doing
it up.
something, you miss the fucking art of snorting.
Yeah, you
know
heard
what I mean?
me. Yeah, I snort snuff because I miss snorting. I quit
Yeah.
ketamine to sell this fucking book, and I'm doing snuff because I miss the fucking ritual of snorting.
Dude, trust me, I'm only a couple feet behind you. I get it.
Yeah,
you know.
and I think that's like once you understand that about people, and you understand that some people aren't. The other thing is like, yo, dude, like some people are just fucking dumb. Like, think about that shit, bro. Like, I think
Most people are just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dumb.
Most people, yeah.
I think like the median IQ is like 100 or something
Yeah.
ridiculously low. So that means like you have millions and millions.
Of really dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah, I went to Salvation Army yesterday to pick up a dresser I bought in like
He loves the
No,
Salvation
no,
Army.
no. I was with my best friend a few weeks ago at Salvation Army. It was a Saturday night, and oh boy, the people
hopping.
walking around the Salvation Army, and it's just a bunch of shit that's collected from people that died or who knows what, and now it's sitting in the Salvation Army, and I'm buying it for 50 cents. Like,
yeah, I got a really nice mid-century dresser for $33. I would have paid that was easily a $400 dresser
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Los
yeah.
Angeles, and I got it for $33. But I had to go pick it up with my mom, and like having this guy find my name on the sheet was like having some
Little bit
guy
much for him?
Yeah, like it was like having him fucking figure out like where a star was in NASA. Like I'm like, yo, bro, like it's Angelini and like.
Start at the top.
Yo, it was like
Start the
straight
A's.
up, dog. Like it goes by date. I bought it today, so just how about we start there?
Yeah, well, how many sales have you had today?
It was a 4-minute process, and I was like, it was like swimming through peanut butter, and I'm like, okay, there's a reason why motherfuckers get ran.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and it's one of those deals. Where it's like, fuck, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they got minimum wage for a reason. Like, like this guy has no right demanding anything more than that. And yo, a penny more he's stealing. A
Yeah.
penny fucking more he's
But yet
stealing.
they do, right? What's the McDonald's standard? They want $15 an hour or something
Yeah,
like McDonald's,
yeah.
right?
Oh, and that's a tough one too because that's a fucking McDonald's is a goddamn. It's not a corporation. It's
Franchises?
It's franchises.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yo, everywhere's different. You know what I mean? Like yo, if you want to get paid more at McDonald's, drive to a rich neighborhood and work at the McDonald's there.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I worked at the Rochester McDonald's as opposed to the Pontiac McDonald's, and the other one was closer.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it was worth the
Perfect.
fucking extra mile.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm making $1.50 more an hour.
Hey, got to get this in. Hamlin Pub wants you to know about their New Year's Eve bash. Of course, that's Sunday, December 31st, 2017, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's $220 per couple, but that includes 4-course plated dinner for 2 with the ultimate dessert bar, open bar till 1 a.m., champagne toast and party favors, live entertainment, one-night stay in deluxe hotel room, complimentary breakfast, and transportation to and from Hamlin Pub is included as well. So call over to the 25 Mile and Van Dyke location, 586-786-9350 to order tickets.
We're just about out of time here, Jude. I did want to ask you one question. We got an interesting email the other day from someone, and he was
The
asking.
dolls.
Yeah, I love this fucking email. He was asking if his wife is racist, okay? And she orders a couple dolls for her daughters. When the dolls arrived, they're black. She thought she ordered the white ones. They showed up the black dolls, and she was like, "Fuck!" So she wants to send them back to get the white dolls. And his husband's like, I don't know, or her husband's like, I don't know, what's wrong with the black dolls, you know? And so he wrote us, and he's like, is my wife racist for wanting to send the black dolls back?
I think that no,
Why? Why not?
because that's not what she ordered.
There you go.
It's not,
that's-
it's not what she ordered. If
what
she
if-
wanted fucking black dolls, she can order black dolls. She didn't want black dolls. She wanted white dolls.
Yeah.
Not saying the black dolls are bad, right? It's just not
She
what
not
you
what we
just
ordered.
Wanted fuck if I
She'd
order
go, fuck these black dolls. God damn them.
if
Get them
I-
out of here.
If I order chicken, someone brings you steak. I'm not like fucking like anti fucking cow. If I'm like, no, dude, just bring me what I ordered.
Yeah. What if she opened the box and saw that they were black and went, gross, and then sent it back? Then would she be racist? Because we don't.
Yeah.
That's one thing we don't know is if she looked at it and went, "Oh fuck, who would want black ones? Gross."
I'm gonna be real with you. I think most people are racist in some. Fucking,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
and that's
You're being honest.
Yo, that's the illest shit is because right now it's like everyone's racist, yet only one group isn't allowed to be.
Yeah.
And gets called it all the fucking time. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, where do I live right now? Like, everyone's fucking right. Yo, dude, grow up in Detroit. Grow up in Detroit. You get to see some real fucking racism.
Yeah. You don't, dude.
Cats don't like each other that much, but we get along. You know what I mean? Like, no
we
one
tolerate each other.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Like,
Of course
that
it is.
fucking awesome. We're not at each other's throats. We have a very diverse population here.
More than anywhere on the planet.
Everyone has their little opinions about one another, and it's like you just get along. You just fucking get along.
Yeah, the media in this country is trying to fucking tear that apart. It works for them. It's good for them.
Yo, they sell. They can charge more for
Hell
ads.
yes.
Makes a good TV show.
The more Michael Brown riots they can fucking exploit, the more
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and that's all that. And that's the thing. I think Joe Rogan said something close to this. It's just like, yo, just keep in mind that the people bringing you news get paid off of fucking viewership.
Eyeballs.
And it wasn't always like that. Back in the day, you weren't allowed to run ads during the news.
Yeah.
To make sure that you would get fucking good news that wasn't. I stopped fucking with CNN when the chick Nicole that fucked the old guy. Who's the one that fucked the
Nicole.
Gretchen?
No.
The junkie.
Yeah, the Marilyn Monroe lookalike, big chick though. Nicole. Fuck.
Was this recent or years
No, this
ago?
is years
10,
ago.
15 years ago. She died. She
That's why.
OD'd.
I literally stopped
Oh,
watching.
Anna Nicole?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anna Nicole Smith.
Okay.
I literally stopped watching the news once when I saw the over coverage
yeah.
of that, and I was like, and the Twitter feeds at the bottom. I was like, it's a wrap. I'm done with y'all.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck this. This is bullshit. I don't trust anything anymore, and I totally fucking separated myself from it.
Jay calls it a TV program. What do you call it? Like a
It's just a TV show.
It's a TV show.
It is.
I'd
And
rather
so-
watch wrestling.
Yeah.
And you reference echo chambers before. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Everybody goes to their one echo chamber, whether it's CNN or Fox or whatever.
Yep.
Because they don't want to sit there and argue with it. You can't win the argument with somebody on the TV, so you listen
Yeah.
to what you want to hear.
You need someone that's going to co-sign your beliefs.
Yeah.
And fucking, and then you can go out and fucking vomit this misinformation on somebody else.
Totally.
And spread it around.
And act like it's everybody's thought.
Yeah.
One asshole in a crowd marching. We would come in the next morning and be like, hey, dude, did you see the new episode of the Michael Brown riots in Ferguson? It's like, oh, no, I didn't see that. I didn't know the new season started. Yeah, it started last night. It was great, man. And it's just a fucking joke. It's a joke. You're not getting news.
No. And the worst thing about the riots, too, is like you are literally, by doing these riots, you are like, let's just talk tactically. You literally just up the budget for the police.
Yeah.
You literally just gave the people who you're fighting more money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
they're going to need to buy more shit now to fucking combat
yeah.
riots.
Yep. And if you think the fucking news guys down there with a camera in your face are your friends, you're wrong. They don't give a shit about you. They're clowning you, and they're putting you. They want the most ghetto motherfucker to put on microphone.
Yep.
Hopefully he'll swear.
They're looking
and we
for
can
a
go
story.
viral. Yeah, it's bullshit.
They're looking for a story. That's why I stopped
course.
watching that shit, man. It's bad. It's bad for, like, I was much happier before, after I stopped watching the news. I'm less happy now because I follow everybody that buys my book on Instagram, and I got to read their fucking awful feeds.
No, you don't. Just flip by.
Yeah, just flip through it.
They bought your book.
It just enrages me. Like the lies that are being that are being pushed on both sides.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
guys,
insane.
Can
It's
we just
insane.
can we just fucking get to some truth and some have some
Go back to a year ago when we just got along instead of fucking bitching at each other.
Just can we have some dialogue here, guys?
Yeah. I don't see it happening anytime soon. But
No. Everyone's entrenched in their belief system.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't wait to get done selling the book and everything, and I'm gonna fucking just
chill.
Disappear off of social media.
Well, it's a great book, man, and people, if you're looking for that last minute stocking stuffer, it's honestly a great fucking book and an easy read, a fun read. It's called Hummingbird, And Rude Jude, thank you so much for coming in, dog. We really appreciate it. It's great having you here. We spent the whole show with you. People can come see you tonight, 7 to 9, Barnes and Noble in Rochester Hills, South Rochester Road. Hopefully you get a good turnout there. Hometown boy coming home to sign some books. And
He's going to clean the windows first.
Yeah, there you go.
Good to have you, Jude.
$2 of pain. Fuck with the kid.
Jude, thank you so much, dude.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. All right, Jay, why don't we just fucking wrap it up there, dude?
Let's do it.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging with us. Thank you to Jude. And we'll be back tomorrow, so we'll see you guys then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.